Hello, my name is Allison Greer.
And my name is Tristan Logsdon, and welcome to Cougar News Now. The Bullitt Central performance of The Little Mermaid has been rescheduled for tomorrow during second and part of third. There are still a couple tickets left to see Miss Anderson or Miss Reed.
Boys tennis is today at North Bullitt at 3, and girls tennis is here today at 3.
Have you ever dreamed of throwing a pie in Dr. Beaver's face? Or creaming Miss Roman with a banana cream pie? This Friday, your dreams can come true for a donation to Project Grad.
BCHS Baccalaureate Celebration will be on May 20th at 6 p.m. in the BCHS Auditorium. The Baccalaureate service is celebrating the completion of each graduation senior. Graduates will need to be in cap and gown and dressed like they would for graduation at 5:30 in the auditorium lobby. The celebration should last about an hour, so you can also bring your parents and grandparents.
The boys' basketball banquet is tonight at 5:30 in the cafeteria.
Prom is in just 2 days.
The class favorites voting for the yearbook is tomorrow during first period.
The PTA is selling earbuds to the library to raise money for Project Grad. They are $3.
Attention seniors, if you still need to purchase your cap and gown for graduation, it will now cost $60. Please visit balfour.com to order. Stop at Mr. Pack's room to pick up your cap and gown if it has been delivered.
Anyone interested in playing girls golf next year, please see Coach Moore in room 909 for more information.
Senior t-shirts are for sale. The proceeds raised will support Project Graduation. Order forms are in the front office.
Today, the FBLA will be meeting in the cafeteria during second period, and also the FFA will be meeting during third period in the cafeteria.
Today, teachers will be sending midterm grades to the office. Midterms will go home Friday.
Here in Bullitt County, we take bullying very seriously because it doesn't have just short-term effects, but also long-term ones for both the victim, the aggressor, and their families. The county's Safe School Coordinator, Sarah Harden, was interviewed to discuss these effects and what the county does to prevent them from happening.
Who can be subject to the effects of bullying?
I'm sure, as all of our students can attest, anyone can be the subject to bullying, harassment, and unfortunately conflict. It's not really one person based on size. It's not one person based on popularity or by social status, anything like that. We are in a day and age where technology allows us to be much bigger people than what we are, in a sense, and unfortunately say things behind a cloud or a screen that otherwise wouldn't be said. So anyone can really be the victim or, unfortunately, the aggressor when it comes to bullying.
What are the short-term effects on a victim or a family?
Short-term effects, I would say, is obviously mood issues, how you respond to students or to your friends. Could be a withdrawal to where they actually withdraw themselves and not really want to associate with anyone. Other short-term effects could be a quick effect or drastic effect in the grades or effort in school, not wanting to attend school. There is a lot of factors that really are involved with the effects of bullying.
What are the long-term effects on a victim and family?
Long-term effects are very similar, and it just carries out over a consistency amount of time. Depression, of course, is involved in that because it is unfortunately the feeling that they feel like that they can't receive the help that they deserve. Long-term effects on grades, relationships with friends, families, long-term withdrawal, and like I said, depression, and then sometimes, unfortunately, it could go into mental health issues, and in some drastic cases, as we've seen through media, suicide is also related to depression and with bullying. The great part about this day and age is that we're using that word so much and it's become so commonplace, is I think the awareness has also increased, and then the response there has increased. So administrators now have a duty and a responsibility when it comes to how to handle conflict and bullying in certain cases. And I'm not sure if you're aware, but Governor Bevin, our new governor for Kentucky, has actually just signed into law the definition of bullying. Up until now, we have not had a formal definition of what bullying is. So our laws are changing to reflect our society and the needs of our society. So we will now respond just like we have been, because I really believe Bullitt County Schools has done a great job on how we respond to conflict, but it will now be more consistent throughout the state on how we handle it.
And how do you handle it?
We have a policy, and I can't read exactly word for word what our policy states in our discipline code handbook, but we do have a policy that states that on this, first event, we handle it this way, second event, and the third event. Part of our job and part of our responsibility as students is the first thing that you do to handle the bully is you have to respond to the bully, and you have to say, this isn't right. This is not what I want. No, this is not how you treat me. You have to at least acknowledge the fact that you are not happy with how things are going, whether it be a conflict or whether it be a true bullying situation. If that does not help, and if things continue, that's when you actually get an advocate involved, an adult, someone you feel safe talking to. If you're not safe talking to an adult, then you tell a friend, and you have that, make sure that that trusted friend tells an adult. And then that's when they become involved. They can look at the situation and know how to handle it. And if students are not responding to those efforts, then that's when you go a further step, and you get possibly, if there's harassment going on, then you would get law enforcement involved. Your parents, of course, would be involved, and then consequences would be given if it's occurring at the school level.
Thanks for watching.
Peace out.